Welcome back to our breakdown of My Safe Zone the series, and let's dive right into the episode we've all been waiting for, episode 6. This one is all about Alin and Jane, and believe me, it delivers on every single bit of the slow burn tension we've been feeling for weeks. Love becomes both a shield and a breakthrough for these two, showing us that sometimes, love doesn't follow the rules. It just chooses the person who makes us feel safe, even when the rest of the world feels like it's falling apart. So, let's talk about Jane. We all know her as the tough one, right? She's built these massive walls around her heart, using sarcasm and jokes as her armor. She's a pro at pushing people away before they can get too close. But then there's Alin, and whenever Alin is near, those walls start to crumble. What is so beautiful about Alin is that she isn't put off by Jane's sharp edges. She sees right through them to the soft, vulnerable girl underneath, a girl who desperately wants to be loved but is terrified of being rejected. The episode kicks off with Alin noticing that Jane has been pulling away again. She's pretending not to care, but we can all see the jealousy and hurt in her eyes. It's that classic Jane move, run away when feelings get too real. But this time, Alin doesn't let her get away with it. There's this incredibly quiet, gentle moment where Alin just calls her out. She asks her, "Why do you always run from your own feelings?" The air between them just crackles with unspoken emotions. Every look they share lasts just a little too long, and every silence is deafeningly loud. You can feel the push and pull, the magnetic force that keeps drawing them together, no matter how hard Jane tries to resist it. As the episode progresses, we get a front row seat to Jane's internal struggle. She's fighting with herself, trying to make sense of why her heart races and her palms get sweaty every time Alin is around. She's confused, she's scared, but she's also undeniably drawn in. You can see the exact moment their friendship starts to morph into something deeper. It's in the longing glances across the room, the accidental touches that aren't really accidental at all. It's that delicate dance of two people on the verge of falling in love, and it's absolutely captivating to watch. And then Alin does something incredibly brave. She takes a risk. She doesn't push or demand anything from Jane. Instead, she offers her something far more powerful, her presence. She stays close, she shows up, and she becomes Jane's literal safe zone. She's the one person who doesn't judge Jane for being scared, for being complicated. Through Alin's unwavering support, Jane slowly starts to realize that wanting love doesn't make her weak. It makes her human. This is the foundation of their connection, not just passion, but profound understanding and acceptance. Then, we get the moment that changes everything. It's not a big dramatic declaration. It's a confession whispered in the space between heartbeats. A gaze that drops from the eyes to the lips. A shared breath held in anticipation. Alin leans in, her voice barely a whisper, and says those three perfect words, "You're my girl." And before Jane has a chance to retreat into her shell, before she can overthink it, their lips meet. The kiss is everything. It's gentle, it's tender, but it's also charged with years of repressed emotions. It's electric. It's the kind of kiss that rewrites the story of two lives in a single moment. Time just seems to stand still. This isn't just a crush. This is love, raw and real, that's been hiding in plain sight all along. For Jane, this is completely new territory. No one has ever wanted her this much, this openly. The kiss terrifies her, but at the same time, it makes her feel more alive than ever. It feels like she's finally holding onto something worth staying for, something real. And she doesn't pull away. Instead, she gives in. She cups Alin's face, deepening the kiss as if she's afraid the moment will disappear if she lets go. And you can see the relief wash over Alin's face as she smiles against her lips. Jane is finally choosing to stay. This scene is so powerful because their romance is built on healing. Alin offers love without conditions, and in return, Jane promises to try, to stop hiding, to believe she deserves this happiness, and to love openly, even when fear is screaming at her to run. This episode beautifully captures the idea that true love often begins the moment we let our guard down. Alin and Jane are not perfect, and that's what makes their story so relatable. But together, they make each other stronger. Their kiss is more than just physical attraction. It's a silent vow. It's them both saying, "I choose you, and I'm not afraid anymore." Of course, this is just the beginning. The episode leaves us on the edge of our seats, wondering what comes next. Will they be brave enough to share their love with the world? Or will old insecurities creep back in? Will they build a future where they can finally love each other freely? As the screen fades to black, Alin's words still hang in the air. You're my girl. Episode 6 is, without a doubt, one of the most heartfelt and romantic moments of the entire series. It's the slow burn yearning finally being rewarded. It's watching a safe zone become a true home for the hearts that never felt safe before.